Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muzammil Tariq, and this is the project presentation for the course CS424 Joy of Theoretical Computer Science. This project is the title of this project is Computer Algebra Systems, and it is done by me and my partner Neha Momin. In this, we will go over what computer algebra systems are and their historical importance and how they work, and then we will go over some of the examples. So, what exactly is a computer algebra system? When computer started, mathematical based computation also started, and over the years it started to become quite complicated, and it started to involve symbols rather than numericals. So this symbolic mathematics became quite tedious to do by hand. Now we know that computers are quite fast, and they could be used for this. So computer algebra systems were created, and what is computer algebra system, or CAS for short, solves this symbolic mathematics quite fast compared to how a human does it. Now these CAS also offer a very nice UI and 2D and 3D graphics capabilities. So the history of computer algebra systems. They started in the 1960s with Reduce and Maxima. They were the pioneers of FCS. And back in the day, the artificial intelligence industry was booming, and that required a lot of maths, specifically matrices. So there was need for a mathematics-based application which solved that quickly. Then in the 1980s, Maple and MATLAB came out, and these were game changing for this industry. They had really nice UIs, so they were targeted at non-technical users too, and they were quite complicated, so they had a lot of features and graphs and these kind of capabilities in them. Now in the 21st century, since we are living in the era of the internet, we have online computer algebra systems too. So some are MATLAB Online, Symbolab, GNU Octave, or Matrix Calc, or Desmos. These are mostly free to use, and because of them being free to use, they are quite limited. But they still offer unparalleled computation when compared to older systems. The most powerful systems are still MATLAB and Maple, as they are regularly maintained, and they are still on the top level of this industry. Now Neha will go over how the inner workings of computer algebra systems.
As we know that calculus was developed in terms of algebraic processes, computer algebra system has now taken this method and removed the human from the process, which not only saves time, but problems which were simply not reasonable to perform by hands can be performed in seconds. Before beginning with the manipulation of any symbolic equation, a computer program must store all the information of that equation in the memory. Those equations can contain multiple operation, variables, and references to other complex functions. To store all this information at one place, CAS uses data structure which are often called as the heart of computer algebra system. Those structures are responsible for describing the complex mathematical equation. Syntax tree are most commonly used as a data structure in CAS. A parse tree, also known as a syntax tree, is a kind of tree which in turn is a linked data structure. A syntax tree starts with a single root node. One or more child nodes are referred from the root node, and each of these child nodes may in turn have children of their own. This linking pattern produces a branching data structure. These structures are acyclic, and each node except for the root node has exactly one parent node with no children are called a terminal nodes or a leaf nodes. A syntactic tree is a type of tree where each non-terminal node represent an operator or function, and its children represent its operand or arguments. Mathematical operators such as addition and multiplication, or mathematical functions such as sine or log, are represented by these non-terminal nodes. Leaf nodes represent the terminal symbols of an expression such as number, constant, or variable. The syntax tree represents the syntactic step, that is the order of operation involved in evaluating a expression. In image A, the root of these tree is the addition operation and the children are its operand, whereas in second image, the root of the tree is the multiplication operation. The hierarchy of the operator and the arguments establish a clear precedence of operations. These two syntax trees are different, as are the expression they represent. Syntax trees are flexible. They can be used to represent variety of different and complex symbolic mathematical expression. And from complexity point of view, syntax trees are way better than using array to store and access the component of the expression, as the average time complexity of search, insert, and delete function in big O notation is O log n, whereas the complexity for same function in array is on, n being the number of nodes that operation and operand in our case. Simplifying the expression and reducing them make it easier for a computer program perform its computation in lesser time. Simplification is an important task that every computer algebra system must know how and when to perform. In order to break up the complex task of simplification and reduction to a canonical form, CAS perform a number of small algorithms on a syntax tree that are specific operations. These are certain steps that computer algebra system follows in order to simplify the expression. We will further discuss the simplification step. In this step, all negative operators, that is unary negative and subtraction, are transformed to terminal constant with negative values. It sufficiently reduces the syntactic complexity of the expression tree. Subtraction is replaced by the addition, a commutative operator, which allows greater flexibility in ordering. A subtraction node must have exactly two children, and their order cannot be reversed. An addition node, on the other hand, can have any number of children, and they can appear in any order. A parser assumes that all operators with the exception of negation are binary, that is, they have two operands. But there is no reason that commutative operators such as addition and multiplication have to be binary in another notation. The expression a plus b plus c plus d and in bracket a plus b plus in bracket c plus d would be parsed as given in the first two images respectively. However, after the simplification step of the leveling operator, both expressions are represented as shown in the image 3. These operations trim unnecessary complexity from the syntax tree and resolve problems of associativity in canonical form. The simplification step will transform a syntax tree so that a division node cannot be the immediate child of either a division node or a multiplication node. The end result is that any expression formed of a multiplicated operators multiply and divide will be transformed so that there is a single division node at the top of the tree with only multiplication operator below it. The first step involved in collecting like terms is to explicitly represent any coefficient or exponent a term may possess. The main reason for doing this transformation is to make all the children of an addition or multiplication node share a common form. That is, all children are either multiplication node or power node respectively. In order to collect like terms below a multiplication node, one compares the base of each child power node pi with the bases of remaining children pi plus n. In the event that two bases are equal, the exponent of pi becomes the sum of exponents of pi and pi plus n, and pi plus n is removed. After collecting the like term, in case any unnecessary constant symbol is present in the mathematical expression, it is being collected or removed from the syntax tree. All the mathematical constants are treated as variable in the syntax tree. In syntax tree, when multiple constants occur below an addition or multiplication node, they are combined, added or multiplied as per the case into a single constant. When both children of a power node are constant, it is optionally replaced with a single number. Power nodes with a base of 1 can be reduced to 1, and the power node with the exponent of 1 or 0 can be reduced to the base alone or 1 respectively. If the multiplication nodes contain a 1, the child be eliminated. If it contains 0, the whole multiplication node be replaced with 0. This is how simplification is done by folding the constant values. After folding the constant, in order to arrange the syntax tree in canonical order, all the children of the commutative node, that is addition and multiplication nodes, are sorted with the simple ordering function. All the children are sorted first by their node type lexicographically. All the simplification steps are repeated as single iteration of the simplification step mentioned above is not enough to fully reduce the equation. We keep iterating through these simplification steps until the syntax tree ceases to change. Now Muzammil will explain some example of CAS.
Let's see some of the examples of computer algebra systems. First up is Reduce. It is a historic computer algebra system which was released in 1968. Development on it began in 1960s with the start of computer-based mathematics. It was recently made open source in December of 2008. Its main target audience is applied mathematicians and physicists, and so it solves pretty much all sorts of equations that are related to mathematics and physics. And it was written in a modified version of the programming language Lisp, and it was led by this person named Anthony C. Hearn. Later on, when after becoming open source, he still ran it, and under his guidance, a lot of scientists worked on this. Since it is quite old and has a lot of code, it has its own library of modules. Next up is Derive. Derive is a very lightweight computer algebra system which was released in 1988. It had a very simple UI, and it did not require much computational power to run. For the system requirements, it followed the requirements a operating system would need, and apart from that, it only needed 4 MB of hard disk space. This one had graphing capability, so you could create 2D and 3D graphs on it based on several of the coordinate systems such as Cartesian and polar coordinates. It even had the capability of doing calculus. It was later discontinued in December of 2007. Next up are Maple and MATLAB. These two are the most important computer algebra systems so far. They were released in 1980s, and that's when the development on it started. Although MATLAB was commercially released way later in 2008. They were the most popular systems back then and are now too. In their own system, they are a programming language. So they have a two-way system where one is a UI which is targeted at a normal audience or a non-technical audience who would not know about programming, and the programming languages allows a user to quickly access mathematical computation. They have many features, and such as that they have their own typesetting systems, so they follow latex and such stuff to incorporate the outputs this generates to a separate web page or any place else. Since they have so many features, they are relatively expensive. Their licenses run up to $3,500, and the cheapest are the student licenses, which run for around $100. They have a lot of capabilities such as equation manipulation, calculus, trigonometry, and 3D and 2D graphics. Next up are online computer algebra system. There are many for this, but the two we will be talking about today are Desmos and Symbolab. Desmos is mostly student oriented, and so it has a very easy to use user interface, and which has no technical aspect to it. It is graphs oriented, so there is a lot of capability for 2D and 3D graphs, and there is some sort of calculus involved too for the ease of students or anyone else. It is available on mobile phones and web pages, and since it is made with the objective of collaboration, it can have your own accounts, and you can share and save graphs. Next up is Symbolab. Symbolab is mostly targeted towards equation solving, so it has more features for calculus and trigonometry, and so you can enter an equation, manipulate it, and apply different sort of mathematical operations on it. It later on gives you a step-by-step solutions, and the objective of this online computer algebra system was to make a system which was universally accessible, so it is accessible through websites and such. This was our presentation. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.